Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for popping on. My name is Sarah Harnish. I'm a diamond in Young Living, and I'm an author, and I've written a gazillion books, but my newest book is the Game Plan Oils script book. So if you haven't seen this bad boy and you're getting ready for your fall classes and you're thinking through how you want to connect with the people around you and how you can draw them into classes, this book comes with 25 different classes in it, in their entirety. So you can do, as we say in radio, just rip and read. Just grab it and open it and start reading the script right as it's written, because it's so easy to teach out of here. There's oils, thieves, Ningxia, CBD, the kids class, fearless, how to play with your oils, oils of the Bible, raindrop class, feelings, gut health, the four most important Young Living supplements, enzymes, bloom, art, and savvy, so the skin class, the hair class, the tooth class, hormones and oils, animal aromatherapy, basic massage for couples. That one we get to do next week, and I'm really excited about it. A tour of the Young Living massage oils, and I'm actually going to videotape my hands doing some of the techniques. Intro to diffusers, so what they do, which to use, when. Seedlings, the baby class, the manly man class, so the top oily products for dudes, the techniques class, so neuroauricular, the ear technique, valor balancing, how to make your own blends, the einkorn class, and I'm actually going to make some einkorn food right in front of you for that one, and then a tribute to the founder of Young Living, D. Gary Young. And then later this fall, we're going to wrap up with the protocol section. So I'm going to do a little cleanse with you and some weight loss with you and emotional release with you and energy protocol with you. And who needs that? And Gary's great day and grief and internal oils. And then we'll end with a class on colds and flus and a powerful teacher training that we just revamped for you guys to be able to train brand partners and bring them into your business. So all of it is right here in one book. There's also a companion workbook, and we're going to train on that on Thursday. But tonight is all things aromatherapy. So let me do a quick share of my screen. And I am going to show you guys how to get this class, like how you can download it, how you can grab it. If you've not been on my website recently, it's very easy. You just go to oilabilityteam.com. There you go. And you're going to see the script book. Now you can just click on the script book picture, or you can go to share and the game plan script book. And as you scroll down, you will see at the bottom all 25 classes hyperlinked. So here's 101 oils, 102 thieves, 103 Ningxia. All of these have PowerPoints. We're totally caught up on our PowerPoints. There's the brand new Animal Aromatherapy, which I'm really excited. This is our launch night for that class. That's going to be a great class. I can't believe we're done with 17 out of the 25 classes already. It's crazy. So let me just show you how to get these classes, because we get a lot of emails with people saying, I just can't figure out like how to download it. You click on, I just picked on any random one. This is Oils of the Bible. So you're going to click on the full PowerPoint, and it's going to give you an option to download it. And sometimes the button's in different places. I don't know why, but you hit download. It's going to take you into Dropbox, and you can go to the three dots right here and just click on download. And then you'll see it downloading right here. And then in 5 seconds, you can open it on your own computer, and bam, there it is. So just hit enable editing. I give you guys free permission to edit anything that you need, change anything you need, cut out some of it if it's too much for you to speak and the class is too long for you to teach. It's totally okay. My feelings are not hurt. This is meant to be a stepping stone, just to give you a place to begin with how to teach a topic like this. So this is the Oils of the Bible script. And as you go through, you're going to notice there's some embedded videos in this that are not in the, they're not in the script. So we always end with the DIY, all right, like this one. All right, so what I did is I went to Young Living's YouTube channel and I inserted some of their videos from their page. So it just makes you look good. I mean, the PowerPoint just looks really good. This is the Cypress slide, and it totally lines up with the script except for the video. So what I would do is open it up before you read it the first time. Look at where the couple videos are. There's anywhere from 3 to 6 videos. They're all a minute or less usually. And just draw a little star next to the paragraph where you know that that video is going to be, so that you can you can make note for yourself where those videos are hiding on you, so that it's easy for you. This is the only thing that's different from the scripts. One thing that we're working on right now is we are going to add, let me go over and look at what you guys are saying. We're going to add Hey guys, class for your pets. Hey, Missy, Lori, some of the slides are out of date. You can go update them. It's totally okay. You're not hurting my feelings at all. I'm going to go back through when I have boot camp done and make sure that all of our PowerPoints are 100% flush with the brand new website, because we started this boot camp before the website was launched by a couple of months. So, all right. Yeah. The other thing I'm going to tell you is that we're working on good, better, best slides to end the PowerPoint with that give them ideas. There'll be a slide where you can slip in whatever the freebies are at 190, 250, and 300 PV. And then there will be a slide called good, better, best, where it will offer suggestions for them to order at 190 PV, 250 PV, and 300 PV for their animals, or for whatever the theme of that script is. There'll be little bundles. So you can go in, look at that slide ahead of time, create a bundle with those images in my YL. And then when you're teaching the class, you just text it to them. It will populate their cart. It'll have your referral link in it, and they can just check out. If they want, the good bundle at 190, the better bundle at 250, or the best bundle at 300 PV. We're also going to have little printables, so you can print it out and hand it to them, and there'll be a line for your referral link. You can write that in before the class, and if they want to order when they get home, then they have your referral link. So Nicole, it's good to see you. Brenda from Rockville, Kentucky. Girl, I'm praying safety for you with that hurricane coming through. I love the good, better, best. Has changed everything for me. It gives you a solid way to end your class. So we're going to go back through it. I mean, it's a lot of graphics to make. I got to make over 75 graphics, but we have an amazing graphics team that works really hard behind the scenes. So we'll make sure that we get those added into the PowerPoints, and we'll upload them. So every time I've added things or added things to the page, I'm going to post a link on this page and say, hey guys, we just got the textable class up for the 104 CBD class. Like, you can now share the textable class. So whenever I get things added, and I know I'm going to be adding to this page for like 9 months after the boot camp's done, because there's just so many good things to put on those pages. But one of the things we're going to make sure we get up as quick as we can are those slides for you. We've already started development of them. All right. Oh, we got Valerie from Louisville, Kentucky. So I just pray that these are a blessing to you guys. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I want to give to you. I know it's been really hard in the transition, just trying to learn the new website, switching over to brand partner, attrition, losing people that aren't trying to learn the website, losing people off loyalty rewards, and the transition into the new site. It's just a lot going on, and you can use a shot in the arm as brand partners. So I pray that this is just a blessing that just keeps on giving, that you guys are able to download these PowerPoints. They help you teach classes. They help you draw people into your classes. They get excited about the new things that you can teach, whether it's animals, blending, content they've never heard before for your pre-existing team, and hopefully content to draw people in. So, Brenda, got my ticket for Friday night. I cannot wait to see you. Brenda, I'm excited to see you, girl. She's talking about an event. I totally forgot to tell you guys about this. Sorry, I'm so excited. Here it is. It's called the Lifestyle and Legacy event, and it's hosted by 2 Crown Diamonds. So the McKennas, Jody and Brian, and Kara Kosher, really sweet friends of mine. And then Megan Jarrell and I are diamonds. And we just got word that Sandy Boudreau is a Royal Crown Diamond. She's going to be speaking at the Friday night event also. And corporate just contacted me this afternoon, and they are going to be coming with a speaking team for the stage. A lot of times they just show up and they have a product table in the back, but we just got approved because we sold tickets so fast for this event. We sold 170 tickets in 48 hours and had to shut down the first event. So we're going to do the whole event twice. It's exactly the same event, but the site that we're at is booked with a wedding on Saturday. So we had to do it on Friday instead. So we're going to go there, do the entire event, and then we're going to tear it all down, let the wedding happen, then go back on Sunday and do the whole event again. So let me just post this link in the page. We have people have contacted me from, let me just put here, this is the Legacy and Lifestyle event. It's in a couple of weeks. People are coming from New York, Ohio. They've written me from Kentucky, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia. We have people driving in from all those states. So if you're within, like Gary Young told us once at Silver Retreat, that if you're ever within 5 hours of a Young Living event, you should try to get there. Like, you should try to be there. So I will be on stage. I've got 2 fire sessions that I'm teaching from stage. So I'm going to do a whole unstuck session and pray with you guys. I'm going to make you cry, get you excited. And Eileen said it was the second to last ticket when I got mine on Sunday. That's awesome. And then I'm going to teach the Gary Young class, and it's only the second time on stage that I have taught that class. So it makes me cry every time I teach that class. So we'll have a lot of, it'll be a mix of product education, business training, and geez, to have like a royal, 2 crowns and 2 diamonds in the same room at the same time. Like, guys, if I wasn't speaking, I would go to that event and sit down and listen, even if corporate wasn't even going to be in the room. So it's pretty awesome. Oh, Jordan says, when you click on the enzymes PowerPoint, it goes to supplements. Thank you, girl. We'll go check that out. Make sure we get that corrected for you. All right. So let me hop into the animal aromatherapy class that we're going to do tonight. Next week, we're going to launch the massage class. Pretty stoked about that one. I'm still screen sharing, so I'll bring Kleenex. Missy says, Missy's driving from Texas. You're crazy. Jessica says it's an 8-hour drive, so I won't be able to attend, but I'm definitely going to make it to the next one. Jessica, thank you. Yeah, corporate would like to do these every month. I have a wedding in 3 weeks. It's my son getting married. And then 2 weeks after that wedding, I have another wedding with my daughter getting married. So I'm like, this first event I'm doing is 4 days before my son's wedding. So I might be totally insane doing huge event, sold out, 2 sold out events. I know the second one's going to sell out, 2 sold out events, then my son's wedding 4 days later, then my daughter's wedding 8 states away 3 weeks after that. Like, it's kind of crazy. So I will take all prayer cover those couple of weeks. I'm doing the best I can to stay on top of it. So God bless you guys for getting tickets. If you don't have them yet, I think we have 50 tickets sold for the one Friday night for 170. I haven't really talked a whole lot about it. I just kind of put the link out there, but I will start pushing it hard this week because we'd like to have 2 sold out events. So are they going to make the events online too? So Diane, whenever we want to do an online event, it's just us moms. We're just moms doing it. So to do an online event, you need a camera crew. You need to make sure the site that you're at has strong enough internet to support a live stream, which is, they have to, it's not just, shooting a video, like it's a live stream video that takes a lot of bandwidth and interaction and all of that. You got to have somebody running the site that can answer questions and stuff when people are asking questions. And it requires a team of like 8 people to do it that are all paid people. So most of these events we're running, $30, $35 a ticket. That's the cost just to rent a stage, have media equipment on site, microphones, projectors, PowerPoint screens, pay for food. 90% of your ticket is just the food for the event. So to pull an event off like that with a live stream requires a video camera crew that's like $4,000 to rent. So we would have to jack those ticket prices up to be able to cover it. So that's kind of the why we haven't done it live yet. I would love to, especially in the COVID area with everybody. We got people all over the world. Michelle says she gives the best hugs. Thank you. I love hugging people. I'm a blue. I love it. So we haven't brought a live event yet because of the logistics of pulling it off. I think the first thing is we have to research the internet at the sites that we pick to make sure it can even handle it. And then we have to find a camera crew that's capable of handling that kind of technology. And then the ticket prices will be really high because just of the cost of pulling off an event like that with all those paid employees trying to run the live stream. So it's really intense to do a live stream video feed of live events, but it's definitely something I get a lot of requests for. So we'll do the best we can. Candace says, I know this event, we won't have one because it's in a couple weeks and we would have had that set up. But Candace says, I'll actually be in the area for my son's graduation at Paris Island. That's awesome. We get in the 19th and are leaving the 25th. Well, like I said, corporate would like me to do an event like every month. They're really excited. They're ready to get on their airplanes and fly out here. That's what started this whole thing was they asked me if I would keynote an event for them. And I just told them, listen, it's an honor to be able to speak for you. It's an honor to be asked. It's not something that I take lightly. I take it very seriously whenever corporate asks to speak. But I knew my son's wedding was just a couple of days after. So I said, will you be okay if we do a collaboration event and I get all the diamonds in on it? And it's just been such a blessing to me to have the wisdom and knowledge of these incredible leaders around me. I'm learning from them. I'm doing an event, not having to do it by myself. It's really been just a huge blessing to me. So all right, so that's the nitty gritty. Let's jump into animal aromatherapy. So this class takes 39 minutes to teach. We got a couple 1-minute videos in it. We'll probably be out of here in about 30. When I'm live teaching, I usually teach a little faster than normal. The oils that you see, all these little products, these are the oils that are in the animal aromatherapy oils. So whenever you see the slides, it's not just random things that I picked. We actually went back and researched some of this stuff that was in Puriclean and, Mendwell and, some of the oils for animals, they contain these things, mango butter and apricot seed oil and coriander. And so we made sure that the graphics match some of the products that are in Young Living. So what I did is I just put this PowerPoint together today. It's brand spanking new. You guys are my guinea pigs, so you can tell me if you like it, if you're enjoying the class or not. I pulled out my teacher's edition. It allows me to pull the class right out of the binder. So I'm going to teach it exactly the way you guys would teach it, right in front of you. Now, if I was teaching this live, I would make this full screen. So the way you do that is you go to slideshow and you go from beginning or from current slide, and it's going to make it look like this. And you just click through the slides and you make it full screen. I haven't taught this one yet, so I'm going to give myself a little grace and just get through the first couple slides, and then I'll try making a full screen for you. I have like 6 DIY videos in this one. Young Living did so many really good DIYs for this class that I wanted to incorporate a lot of them. So I might get caught off guard by a couple of videos tonight. So if I do, I don't have them marked in my script because I just finished putting this PowerPoint together. I worked on it all day today. So I'll do the best I can to do this live for the first time. So one of the things that I love when we're teaching a brand new class is that we always open with stories of Gary Young. And this one comes from the beautiful Royal Crown Diamond Stacy Malkus, who's a precious friend. I love her so much. And this is just her story of Young Living and of Gary and her memories with Gary Young. So each of these diamonds, they didn't get anything for doing this. Like, they just collected their stories and sent them in just to be a blessing to you guys. And I feel like we're forgetting Gary Young, who started this entire company, and I don't want to forget him. You actually get to see him tonight in one of the videos. It's one of the only videos we have that actually has live footage of Gary in it. So I'm kind of excited about that. But I don't want to lose him. So, if we do a little training on Gary at the beginning of each of our classes, then all the people come into your Young Living classes learn about the guy that started this company. So Stacy says, this is her words, "My first time meeting Gary was probably the most memorable. It was Silver Retreat 2014 at the St. Mary's farm. Gary toured us all through the distillery, sharing every detail about how he built and started everything there from scratch. I was too new to Young Living at the time to fully understand what it meant when he described how he took the lavender seeds back from Provence in France and planted them here. I just knew it was something special that the CEO was standing there in cowboy boots, explaining all about how he drove tractors and excavators over the land to clear the trees to plant the farm. And then he used those same trees and his own 2 hands to build the distillery. Later, Gary came over after lunch to chat for a few minutes. That, in true Gary fashion, turned into over 2 hours of story time. This was before the days of everything being compliant. And so he leaned on a picnic table in front of the table I was sitting at and told story after story of how that farm and all of Young Living came to be." Isn't that awesome? And you guys get to lean in on that story a little bit. So I'm actually going to share a personal story. This class, the Animal Aromatherapy class, is actually dedicated to my longtime pet. And so this is for Dallas Harnish, our Labby puppy who passed away last year. She was a member of the family, and it was really hard on us. So I'm just going to read the intro to this, and then we'll jump right into the actual lecture. "You have made it all the way to Essential Oils 117 in this marathon of a script book. I'm so proud of you guys for sitting through 17 oils classes. You're nearly there, and it's truly been a labor of love to collect all this data in one place. I would love to say that the animal script is comprehensive, but I have to teach it compliantly to protect you guys. So there's a lot of spaces where you can go to continue researching your love of animals. My favorite is the Animal Desk Reference by holistic veterinarian Melissa Shelton on Amazon. So I will add a slide before I upload this, giving you my 2 favorite animal reference books in here so that you just have them. For specific questions, it's a great book to own. Because of the scope of this book and my desire to make it a narrative with stories with practical basics and not a reference for ailments and solutions, you may find what you're looking for that in that place instead. But I can tell you that we successfully used oils for Dallas's 6 of 10 years. She was our puppers. There's actually a picture of her in the slide deck, and I'll point it out when we get to it. She's the white Labby, and we used them on her when she was alive. And this is a photo. Now I feel like I need to show you guys the photo of Dallas. Let me scroll down and get to it. Here she is. So here's Dallas puppy. That's not the slide we're on yet, but I'll just show it to you. So this is a photo of our baby Dallas, who passed away just a few months ago in the arms of our daughter Grace. And the oils were such a comfort to her in death. They gave her the strength to walk one last time after laying immobile for 5 days. So the night before she passed away, I did a raindrop on her spine, and she just lay there. And then she kind of pulled herself closer to the diffuser where I had some of the raindrop oils in it. I had it on the ground next to her. And then she hadn't walked in 5 days. Her muscles had atrophied. We knew we were about to lose her. The next morning, I went down to check on her. And when I walked down, her little tail started wagging, and then she pulled herself up to a standing position, and her little bottom was sideways. Her legs were sideways because her muscles had atrophied. And she walked on her own outside into the sunlight and laid down, and she passed away in the sunshine within 60 seconds. She laid down and she was gone. And it was the most peaceful and comforting release I have ever seen of a pet, ever. We have used oils on our cats. I'm gonna get a little choked up because I miss her so much. We've used oils on our cats. We've used them on woodland animals like birds and chipmunks and lizards and squirrels brought to our door. So you can just call me Snow White Harnish. We've used them on horses, cows, sheep, goats, and chickens. And though I am far from an expert, I will never paint myself as an expert. I have accomplished one thing on my journey. I have eradicated my fear of oiling my pets. There's a lot of fear mongering online. And here's the deal, guys. You are their mama or their papa. So you are going to use what your gut tells you to use. You know your pet better than anybody on the earth. One of the things that I love about the pet oils is that they have a wonderful effect on your pet without harsh chemicals. God created the plants for healing the nations, Revelation 22:2. And I believe that he meant animals also, not just humans, because our pets are our kids, and oiling them is oiling family. So let's dive in to the animal aromatherapy class. I'm not going to cry. I promise I'm not going to cry. I could focus on the script and not my puppy that I miss so much. So welcome to the animal aromatherapy class. Oils are so effective on animals, and I'm thrilled that you are looking to them as a safe, gentle way of taking care of your pet. Oils are made with one ingredient, and they're made without the use of synthetics and harsh chemicals. For instance, there's just lemon rinds in Young Living's lemon oil, and just peppermint leaves in the peppermint oil, and frankincense resin in the frankincense oil. There's no solvents, no pesticides, no genetically modified seeds, no herbicides. You see, we don't want those things on our pets either. Oils have been used on every single continent to take care of animals since the dawn of time. You basically had 3 tools at your disposal if you were alive, like during the time of the ancient Egyptians. You had herbs. We're talking like 4,000 years ago. You had tinctures made from herbs, or you had oils, right? Made from the same plants that herbs are made out of, right? By the 37th chapter of Genesis in the Bible, slave traders are actively carrying spicery, balm, and myrrh as they traveled with their animals. I mean, they were on camels and stuff along the trade routes where Joseph was sold as a slave by his brothers. So the only oils that I can safely recommend for your pet are made by Young Living. And we're really in luck because Young Living has put together an entire pet line, and you got a whole bunch of pet oils available to you. So all the oils in the world fall into 4 categories. There's grade A, which is authentic. Those are from our organic plants distilled at low temperatures, no added chemicals, no pesticides, no synthetic ingredients. Grade B are manipulative. So those are food grade. Manipulated. They may contain pesticides, carrier oils, chemical extenders, or fertilizers. Grade C is perfume, and it's usually extracted with solvents that contain alcohol. And grade D is synthetic, which is created chemically in a lab. So all of Young Living's oils, they're grade A oils. Why does authenticity matter? Where you're sourcing it. Why can't you just go on Amazon and get it? We always want to make sure you're using authentic oils. You know exactly what you're getting and what you're using with your animals. Young Living is the largest oils company in the world with $2 billion in sales annually, and they're a true pioneer in essential oils. So what does that mean? It means that people keep coming back because they work. Young Living is the largest farms on the earth, located all over the globe. You can visit any of them in person because it's all transparent. The one thing that really champions Young Living over every other essential oils company is their seed to seal promise. So at Young Living, oils are not stripped of constituents to make them smell better. They don't mix species of the same oil. They don't spray weed killers, pesticides, herbicides, or use genetically modified seeds. The oils are authentic. $12,000 per acre is spent to hand weed the farms instead of the industry standard of $60 an acre for the same plant. The industry standard is $60 an acre because spraying with pesticides is a lot cheaper than hand weeding. With Young Living oil, solvents like hexane are not used in the distillation process. The oil isn't tainted with mercury, arsenic, glyphosate, or any poison because the fields are untouched by toxic chemicals. The harvest time is the exact time of day that Young Living's research team has found to be the ideal time for that specific plant. Plants are grown where they grow the best to produce the most effective oil for the body. Oils are tested extensively to make sure that they meet the premium standards of the Seed to Seal promise. You can learn more at seedtoseal.com. When we're talking about pets, guys, there's no room for synthetic or tainted ingredients because pets can't handle that stuff, right? They can't handle it. Their little bodies cannot handle the power of essential oils that are tainted. It does a whole lot of damage to their little livers. So let's talk some essential oil, animal aromatherapy basics. We're going to start with a few of the basics for your pet, whether it's a hamster or a gerbil, a lizard or a snake or a cat or a dog or a goat or a pig or horse or cattle or a feathery bird. I've used oils on all of those creatures. So the key might think I'm running a zoo, and with 5 teenagers, yeah, I pretty much am a zoo, and 3 grandkids. So the key to using essential oils on animals is to start slow. Do not push and do not rush. Your animal is going to respond better to essential oils if they're comfortable with you and they're comfortable with the scents. Animals are extremely sensitive to odors, and they might find a new smell too intense. It's not that they don't like it. They're just overwhelmed because they haven't smelled anything like that before. So the face, the nose, and the feet are the most sensitive areas of an animal. So new smells have to be introduced carefully. You're going to start with very small amounts of Young Living oil. 1 drop is often plenty when you're just beginning. Until you're able to read your animal and see their reaction, make sure that they're comfortable and don't exceed very small amounts. And if you can put them on you and show that you are happy and introduce the oil to them from you, don't just stick a bottle in their face, but maybe put it on your hand, put it by them, because they're comfortable with you. You're going to get a better results when you're introducing them. Avoid oils that are categorized as hot oils on your pet's skin, like oregano, peppermint, cinnamon, and thyme. So here's another testimony of mine. I was once in the house of a sweet dog breeder who's a friend of mine, and her home was quite large at over 6,000 feet. I was showing her oils at the table, and I opened a bottle of Endoflex, and then I heard a sound. And her large pitch black English Labrador came bounding across the house from several rooms away and put his nose in my bottle. She asked me what Endoflex was for, and I told her that it supported the endocrine system, but also the kidneys. And her eyes welled up as she told me that her sweet boy was in kidney failure. And he smelled that oil across an entire room and came to it because he knew that that was what he needed. Sometimes the pets are far more intuitive than we are, especially when it comes to scents. So a few more oily animal basics. You always want to have a carrier on hand when you're using oils on your animals. So mix a drop of essential oil, heavily diluted with a carrier oil before applying. What are carrier oils? Well, these are oils like olive oil or coconut oil that are made up of larger molecules than essential oils. They slow down the absorption rate of your essential oil so the body can't draw it in so fast. Do not dilute the oils with water because water is going to drive the oils deeper into the animal's tissue and cause irritation. And you know that oils and water do not mix. So always remember to avoid the eyes when using essential oils. So how much of an essential oil and a carrier oil should you use? For small pets like hamsters and birds, you're going to use 1 drop of essential oil to 4 to 5 drops of a carrier oil. For medium animals like a house cat or a Labrador retriever, you'll use 3 to 5 drops of essential oil with 1 to 2 drops of carrier oil. And if it's a very large dog like a St. Bernard or a Mastiff, a carrier may not be necessary unless they look uncomfortable. So for very large animals like cattle, horses, large dogs, you can start with 10 drops of an essential oil, and usually a carrier is not even needed. Apply the oils to yourself first. We talked about this before introducing them to your pet, and you always allow the pet to smell them on you as they associate you with safe. So if your animal still appears a little on the nervous side or resistant to the oils, apply the oil to yourself and stay close to them and spend several minutes with them until they start to adjust to the scent of the oil. So let's talk about diffusing oils with pets. When using the diffuser with pets, you're going to avoid small enclosed rooms or closets and don't run it all day long. 15-minute bursts are fine for pets. The exception to this would be to help a dog sleep in its crate. Never leave small animals in a small enclosed space with a running diffuser. With cats, you want to avoid citrus oils and tea tree oil because their liver processes backwards from a dog's or a human's, and they don't tend to respond well to these oils. Orange, lemon, tangerine, bergamot, lime, citrus fresh, all of those are wonderful in a diffuser in your home if it's in a large space, but avoid putting a cat in a small closed room with the diffuser going all day long. However, I've also had many photos shared with me where pets are laying in front of a running diffuser and they could go anywhere in the room and they're choosing to sit right next to that diffuser. So let's talk about internal use of oils with pets, oils and pets. So only Young Living oils can be administered internally to pets. You can mix them directly into an animal's food, or for larger animals, you can drop 1 to 2 drops right into their mouth by putting it on the bottom lip. Refrain from using oils categorized as hot oils like peppermint, cinnamon, thyme, or oregano. And you might be sitting here going, Sarah, you're totally crazy. You can't use an oil internally on a pet. Are you nuts? Well, I mean, Young Living does, because they have these and they're infused with oil. Here's Gary.
This is Bumper. He's one of my lead dogs on my sled team. We're practicing for the Trustamina 200 in Alaska. One of the things that I always done with my horses is when they do really well, I give them a treat. And so the same with my sled dogs. When we come in off the trail, they've done exceptionally well, I give them a treat. And what is that treat? Nothing but Young Living's Pet Chew, loaded with good protein, fiber, and essential oils, and just give them that extra little bit of effort on the trail.
Pure for your pets, Pet Chews. So let's talk about topical, and they're infused with oil, right? So they're getting oils internally. There's my puppers, Dallas, I miss her. So topical use of oils with pets. And once they're used to essential oils, animals seem to respond well to topical application, and they might even crave it. The pads of the paws are a great place to put the oils, but the back is the easiest place to put oils because they're comfortable with being pet there. It's also a great training place to get them used to aromatherapy in a gentle way. For hoofed animals, you can apply the blend to the spine or the flanks. You're going to drop the oil in your hands and then stroke the animal's fur. And if you want to cover a large area in a pet, put a carrier oil into a spray bottle, drop the essential oils into the spray bottle, and then spray the animal for easier application. So where do you start? I just gave you a whole bunch of ideas, and I'm about to give you a whole bunch more ideas on how to use these oils specifically on your pet. We're going to talk specifically about how to. So I would begin with the Young Living starter bundle because it comes with the diffuser, which is one of my favorite ways to use oils with pets. And it comes with 12 oils. Diffusing works especially well for calming them down safely. The oils that you find in the starter bundle include thieves, frankincense, lavender, digize, peppermint purification, raven, panaway, peace and calming, stress away, and valor. So let me tell you how to use each of those with your pets. So you can use thieves for burrs or for splinters. You just tap 1 to 2 drops on your palm and you dab it gently to the affected area. Thieves is also wonderful for anything with the ears and even ticks. You can use 1 to 2 drops in a spray bottle with a carrier oil 4 to 6 inches away from the affected area. I also love to use thieves on the pads of the feet if your pet has a sniffles, a little mild cold. If you can't apply it to the pads by touching, then give them a little spritz with a spray bottle instead. Frankincense. This is all in the starter bundle. Frankincense is my everything oil. So if you don't know what to use, just use frankincense. It's great if they get a mild cut. It's considered a brain oil. So if you're doing any competitions with your pets, this is a great oil to use before they go into competition, and it helps the skin heal after they have surgery. Lavender. Lavender is the best animal calming oil. Hands down, it wins the competition. It's amazing how many stories we have on our team of new puppies coming home and resting comfortably in their crate the first night because of some lavender on the pads of their paws and in the diffuser by their crate. It's also effective on yippy, excitable dogs. Lavender can also be used for confrontations with other animals if they're scared or excitable. Just rub them down before a walk, and if they have an injury, it's safe to put a few drops on that spot to numb it. Digize. Digize is good for car rides, and it's good for motion sickness with pets during travel. I once observed a woman using Digize on her dog in the Detroit airport when he was in a carrier before boarding the plane. This is also a good oil to support your pet's digestive system. So tap 10 drops into your palm and rub it on their belly every 10 to 15 minutes until they calm down. If it's a smaller pet, use 3 or 4 drops. Peppermint can also be used for tummy issues, but Digize is a bit gentler on pets. So peppermint is a good oil to use if your pet is overheated. You see them out there, just their tongue just high. In South Carolina, we're still 100 degrees right now, so it's still crazy hot. You just apply it to their spine and it's going to cool them off. Rub a few drops on the skin of the tummy if they're having issues with their digestive system. Always use a carrier oil like Young Living's V6 when you're applying peppermint because it's a hot oil. Use peppermints in very small amounts, so 1 or 2 drops is sufficient for most pets. 4 or 5 drops can be used if it's a larger animal. Purification is good for anything that has to do with bugs. It's great for keeping them away. And if you guys have horses, I love this oil for those stupid horse flies that just bite the poor horses all day long. It's also noted to be good on the skin after any plants that your pet may have gotten into outside. So put 1 to 4 drops in the affected area and then pet the animal gently. Purification and thieves are also good for occasional mild yeasty ears in dogs. Purification is good to use when wiping down dog crates. It's good to spray kitty litter pans. It gets rid of the smell. In fact, Young Living founder D. Gary Young designed purification as the first stink diffusing oil. So imagine its uses if your pet gets into a skunk. Diffuse purification near any smelly areas for a crisp, clean scent. I'm going to give you a little DIY here. Now I think I got my volume all the way down. There we go. So here's an odor deodorizer DIY. There's that purification. Eucalyptus globulus, lemon, and purification. There you go, little deodorizer DIY. So the next oil is Raven, and Raven's my favorite for anything breathing. A simple way to use it with animals is just put it in the diffuser. Panaway is a fantastic oil for achy joints and hips and for swelling, and it can provide a great deal of relief and comfort to pets when they're near end of life stage, or our Labradors tend to have issues with their hips, the last couple of years. So I rubbed it on one of our labs and he was laying down. He didn't want to move. He looked like an old man, rubbed it into his hips and he jumped up and was literally running around like a puppy because it's just soothing to the dogs. A second option is Young Living CBD Muscle Rub, which I've also had great results with for pets that tend to have joint or muscle soreness later in life. And there's no THC in it at all. So peace and calming. This is a beautiful blend of citruses that act as a calming scent for your pets after a stressful day. And it works the same for humans. If you've had a holiday at your home and your pet is exhausted, this is a great oil for comfort. It's also very calming to diffuse this oil during fireworks displays and to relieve stress and anxiety with your pets. Be aware, though, that some cats are sensitive to citrus smells and they tend to avoid them. So just watch for signs. If your cat doesn't like it, don't diffuse it, or at least not in a small room with them right there. So Stress Away is a great alternative to lavender if you want to strop them out every other day for stress, anxiety. It's naturally calming to your pets. It puts them at ease when you have to leave the house or if you're traveling with them. And it's also a great oil to use during fireworks. Lemon oil is wonderful if your furry friend gets into anything and it gets stuck in their fur. Lemon's a degreaser, so it's going to pull that sticky stuff right out. Lemon is known to fight infection naturally. It's also good to add 2 to 4 drops to their food a couple of times a month as a gentle liver cleanse. Valor is my favorite oil in the bundle. It is an oil for bravery. And our pets, they feel the same emotions that we do. So give them a leg up when they're tense. If they have to go to doggy daycare or you have somebody coming over to pet sit, this is a great oil to give them a little massage mentally. So other oils that are not in the starter bundle that are great for pets include Cistus and Helichrysum. Cistus is one of my personal favorites. It's a biblical oil, and it's fantastic for anything involving the skin. It has a soft honey-like fragrance. You're going to put 1 to 4 drops directly on the affected area and then rub the animal down gently with it on their spine, their neck, and their chest. Helichrysum is my emergency oil. So I use it if there's a break in the skin, just to calm them down if they've been hit by a car or if they've been involved in a tiff with another animal outside. This is a steam distilled oil from the tiniest of flowers, and the delicate blossoms produce a rich oil with a complex profile that your pets are going to crave. So we got all those oils in the starter bundle, but did you know that Young Living actually has an entire animal line just for animals? It's true. There's a line of 6 essential oil blends designed specifically for pets, actually 5, sorry. So if you get the starter bundle first, these oils are 24% off. In fact, you get 24% off all your oils for life with no yearly fee. Once you get started and get your discount going, the Animal Sense oils are individually sold, and they have an ointment that's one of my favorite things to use to seal the oil on the animal's body. It helps protect it and it helps make it last longer once it's been applied. So let's watch a little bit about the Animal Sense shampoo, which is one of my favorite products.
Living essential oils. Animal Sense shampoo cleans, conditions, and protects your pet's coat without harmful ingredients. Animal Sense Infect Away and Mend Well are essential oils for pets and horses. They contain 6 essential oils which have been formulated specifically for animals. Animal Sense Ointment is a protective soothing salve designed specifically for external use. A portion of all proceeds from Animal Sense products goes to support Vital Ground, a nonprofit organization dedicated to protecting the habitat of grizzly bears and other wide-roaming wildlife. Our Earth provides nutrient plants, and Young Living brings them to you with their essential oils. Find out more at youngliving.com.
There you go. Yeah, that Animal Sense ointment is a game changer for injuries, like game changer. So here are the oils from the Animal Sense line. So you can do the starter bundle, and then you can add these things into what you're already using. So this oil is really good for when your pod pal had a day of rowdy play and needs some TLC on his minor scrapes and scratches. You apply 1 to 2 drops for cleansing. This oil has the skin improvement properties of patchouli and mountain savory. Pure Clean is a natural way to comfort your pet's irritations. Mend Well, this blend works well to soothe distressed skin areas like excessive dry skin, scratches, scrapes. You just rub 1 to 2 drops to the affected area. This essential oil blend soothes and moisturizes sensitive, distressed skin. The proprietary blend aids in healing minor scrapes and scratches, and it's got a pleasing, natural, earthy aroma. Infect Away, this is a good blend to help clean wounds and soothe irritation. So you're going to put 8 to 10 drops on a cut to prevent infection. It supports your pets with the beneficial properties of myrrh and Dorado Azul essential oils. And if you're wondering how I can say all these things, this is all stuff right off of Young Living's website. Tea Away, this is my favorite oil of all the animal oils because it's so versatile. This blend is great with animals to alleviate tension. So you're going to put 1 drop behind each ear for calming during times of grief, confusion, or agitation. It also helps alleviate pets' nervousness and support feelings of comfort. Diffuse Tea Away for 30 minutes, 3 times daily to support emotional perseverance. This can also be applied to the bottoms of the paws or applied along the spine topically to promote a balanced environment for your pet. Of all the blends that Young Living has for animals, this one's really spectacular. It contains the following oils. So tangerine, lavender, sandalwood, German chamomile, frankincense, valerian, ylang-ylang, black spruce, geranium, divana, one of our rarer oils, orange, angelica, rue, helichrysum, hyssop, Spanish sage, lime, patchouli, coriander, blue tansy, bergamot, rose, lemon, jasmine, Roman chamomile, and palmarosa. Heck, you may even get the diffuser going with this oil blend for yourself as well. There's some in there that we can't even get as humans, and we know sometimes we treat our pets better than we treat ourselves. And then Paragise. So we all experience tummy trouble. Our fluffy friends don't necessarily know what to do. So diffuse or apply this oil directly to your pet's belly to naturally help comfort him with a blend of essential oils. This blend contains ginger, anise, peppermint, cumin, and spearmint. So other amazing products that you can use on your pet, the Animal Sense ointment, which you saw in the video, Pamper the Paws. So this ointment is blended with Melaleuca alternifolia and biblical myrrh, 2 of nature's most powerful essential oils. It's a protective and soothing salve formulated for external use on animals for minor skin irritations and cuts. And it softens, soothes, and moisturizes skin. It's gentle and safe with no synthetics or chemicals. I like to put this on a pet to seal what the oils are already doing and drive them deeper into the skin, especially if your pet likes to lick the oils or rub them off. Animal Sense shampoo. We have an entire shampoo line. So mud puddles, toilet bowls, garbage cans, they are irresistible to your pet. Clean them up with Animal Scent shampoo. It's highly concentrated. It's a plant-based formula, generously fortified with essential oils, and it's made with your pet's safety and cleanliness in mind. This deodorizing formula is tough on dirt, but gentle on their skin, making for a soft, moisturized, healthy looking coat. So pro tip, If your pet is always drawn to a specific oil, add 20 to 30 drops of that oil to the Animal Sense shampoo bottle to calm them down during their bath. And then Ningxia Red. Believe it or not, I give my pets Ningxia Red. All of them get it. We even gave our chickens Ningxia Red, and it makes the most amazing bone broth in the whole world. So this is for when you want to give some deep love to your pet. The antioxidant power, the amino acids, and all the goodness it does for you, it also does for your pet. Check out the 103 script in the Game Plan Oil script book for a whole class on Ningxia Red. Time for another little DIY. Here we go. Don't know why my volume doesn't play till I hit it. Let's start that over. Here we go. So this DIY is a paw balm. We're talking about their paws. One you can make your own with the oils that they love. Oh, the little paw balm. That's the best ever. And that dog is so cute. So what's the next step? That was a lot of information. How do you get started? You're just going to hop on to youngliving.com and become a customer. You can do this in one of two ways. One way is that you can make a single purchase of 100 PV or greater. It's smart to grab the starter bundle with the diffuser first, and then you'll automatically become a customer. And that's going to knock out 2/3 of what we just talked about today because it gets you your diffuser and all those oils. You want to get the top oils we discussed, and it'll also get a diffuser in your home, which is the first line of defense for pets, especially if they have anxiety. You're going to get all the oils that you order afterward at 24% off for life just for being a customer. Then you can focus on systematically picking up items from the Animal Sense line. The second way is to become a customer of Young Living's with Subscribe to Save. So with Subscribe to Save, you can choose one or more products that you know you're going to regularly order and then have them automatically shipped to your door. You can schedule them monthly, every 2 months, or every 3 months, depending on the frequency with which you use them. This can be changed at any time to meet your needs. This will also keep you in line with receiving loyalty rewards points as long as you maintain your consecutive monthly orders of 50 PV or greater. So with loyalty rewards, you get 10% off everything you get the first 3 months, 20% to use for free oils after 4 months, and 25% off in free oils after 25 consecutive months. So you get so many oils for free this way. Plus, every product you use is something you've swapped out that had less than favorable ingredients. Think outside the box. So do the label test at home to double check your ingredients. Grab your pet shampoo, flip it over, compare the ingredients list to Animal Sense, grab other products and look at them side by side. I'm convinced that this is the cleanest line that I can use for my pet, and I want the best of the best for them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the Animal Aromatherapy class. You don't need to know it all to be a good pet parent. Just go with your instincts. If you see something on their skin that you don't like, then snag a skin oil. If they seem upset, then snag an emotional oil. The biggest mistake is not reaching for an oil at all. What I would challenge you to do is to think outside the box. Animals can have raindrops. Horses love them. My puppy love them, right? They can have supplements. So read the ingredients, swap things out, and be really bold when you're unsure. Don't second guess yourself because your intuition is likely correct. The worst mistake that you can do is leave your oils on a shelf because you've got the tools at your fingertips to help your pet. So reach for your oils and give your fur baby some aromatherapy love because they are worth it. So let's talk about the apply it section. Here's some loyalty rewards ideas at 190, 250, and 300 PV. This class is so much fun, and our precious pets are family. So learning how to take care of them is in a natural way is a gift and an adventure. So our good option, all right, is 190 PV. And for that, I would get the Animal Sense line, which is PuraClean, Mendwell, Infectaway, Tea-Away, Paragize, and then Animal Sense ointment and shampoo. And you can also try the CBD muscle rub. Our better option is 250 PV. So you're going to get the Animal Sense line, and maybe you add the starter bundle with oils and a diffuser, or you stock your oils. So some great pet oils are lemon, frankincense, peppermint, myrrh, Endoflex. Endoflex is really good for their hormones too. Thieves, lavender, digest, purification, raven, panaway, peace and calming, stress away, and valor. or cistus and helichrysum, patchouli, mountain savory, dorado azul, citronella, tea tree, palo santo, tangerine, sandalwood, German chamomile, ylang-ylang, valerian, and northern lights black spruce. And at 300 PV, I would add Ningxia to your pet's routine because it is so good for their little bodies. So if you guys enjoyed this class, you can give me some love online. You can get my book on my website, oilabilityteam.com. Just click on the shop button, or it's up on Amazon Prime and you can get it in 2 days. There's actually 4 books in this series. So there's the Oiler Edition book. There's a companion workbook. It's a totally different book with totally different content that really brings to life the book. There's a teacher's edition, which is what I'm teaching out. You can take the scripts out and teach them to your team and not have to hold a book open. And then there's the mini. So at the end of my classes, I hand out the mini. I have them cross off the animal aromatherapy class that they just attended. And then I give them incentives for attending the classes because I want them to come to all the classes they possibly can. So if you are an animal lover, you could then turn around and go teach the 101 oils class and give them a little bit more information on that. Then go teach the 102 thieves class and say thieves is all I use to clean out my pet crate, to clean my animal stalls, to clean the dish bowls and everything else. It's the only thing that I trust around my pet. Then you could teach a Ningxia class and talk about using Ningxia as a supplement for your pets, right? There's so many options. You could teach a CBD class for pets that are in pain for pain management. So there's so many options to teach this animal aromatherapy class first and then use that as a stepping stone to some of the other script book classes in the book. So that wraps up the 117 animal aromatherapy class. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was super fun for you. We taught that really, really fast. It's a really quick class. And Jessica says, thanks, Sarah. You're amazing. Sue says, great idea. Chris says, my barn is loaded with animals. Nancy says, I've used thieves to spray down my stinky dog. Janelle says, I love all your classes. I follow along with this script book. Kay says, how much Ningxia do I give for a cat? Usually a half of an ounce. So like a quarter of one of the packets. Susan says, thanks, Sarah. Susan, I'm going to pick you as my winner tonight, girl. Susan, let's see if I can pronounce your last name. Was it Rossignol? I'm just going to give you a little bundle of books. So you won an Oiler edition, you won a workbook, and I'm going to send you 10 minis. Catherine Brooks, you haven't won anything recently. I'm going to give you the same thing, an Oiler edition, a workbook, and 10 minis. And yes, it does help with fleas. Penny Tharp Vic, you're winner number 3 tonight for an Oiler edition book, a workbook, and 10 minis. Congratulations to our winners. I asked for your guys' patience with me over the next couple of weeks. I'm kind of losing my mind in wedding mode with my babies. 2 of my 5 kids are getting married. The first one is getting married in 2.5 weeks. And I'm so excited for him, but it means my head's kind of all over the place. So we're going to continue doing what we were doing with the script book. So that means next Tuesday, well, Thursday, we've got the workbook for this class. You don't want to miss that because we're really going to delve into some cool things with the workbook that flesh out this class specifically. Then next Tuesday, we're going to do massage for couples. So that will be on September 7th, the day after Labor Day. Then on the 14th of September, intro to diffusers, one of my favorite classes, that one in the blending class. Those were brand new topics that I researched. So I'm really excited about that. That one will be on the 14th of September. Then on the 22nd, we're going to do the seedlings class, which is all about babies. And that's 2 days before my son gets married. Then on the 28th, we're going to do the techniques class, neuroauricular, the ear technique, valor balancing. And so that'll wrap up our classes for September. So this month we have got massage for couples, intro to diffusers, seedlings, the manly man class, and then the techniques class. So neuroauricular, you're not going to want to miss that class. It is so powerful and such a valuable technique for you to know for your family. And then in October, we get to do the blending class, Einkorn and Gary Young. So I'm so excited about the stuff ahead for the script book and all the things you guys are going to learn. But you want to make sure you come back for Thursday for our workbook, and then next week our massage oils class. Have you guys ever had training on the massage oils? It's a class that's extremely rare and not a lot of people train on it. So we're getting into some of the very rare, very, very valuable content in the back of this book. And tag your teams, tag your leaders, share this class to your team pages, offer incentives for watching the class. It's a 40-minute class. It's not a heavy lift. And really utilize this on your teams for product education, because Young Living has created some amazing products, but if you're not using them, then you're not going to understand and enjoy the benefits and blessings of the things that Gary created while he was here. So I love you guys. Janine, huge shout out to you, and Joy. Shout out to you, Rachel. Thank you for getting on. Sue Kane, just so grateful you're here. Barbara Ann, I appreciate you so much. I can't wait to see you guys on Thursday. Congratulations one last time to our winners, and be prepared next Tuesday for the massage class. Brand new content, super new content. So excited for what September and October have to bring. All right. Have a great close to your month tonight for your businesses, and I'll see you guys in 48 hours. All right. Bye.